Hey, everybody. Welcome to DBC Facebook Live. We are here on a very special occasion, and that is our favorite, a book birthday. We love book birthdays, and today is a very special book birthday. Actually, yesterday technically was the book birthday, but we are celebrating the book birthday today, and we are here with the author, Allyson Apsey. Hi, Allyson.
Hello. I'm so excited. I wish I had the book in my hand, but I'm traveling and I'm in California right now. So the book will be waiting for me when I get home to Georgia tomorrow.
Well, I'm traveling too. I'm in New York and I don't have the book in hand either. And we are also joined by the always amazing Tara Martin. Hi, Tara.
Guys, so excited. I'm excited to talk about this book too.
Yeah, so this book, first of all, as you're joining us, please throw your name over in the comments. Let us know who is watching. Let us know where you're from. We would love to connect with you and see who's with us here tonight. And so please throw your name over in the comments. We would love to see that. And we're going to talk about this book. We're going to talk about writing this book, publishing this book, the whole deal. And it is called Leading the Whole Teacher. And man, is this a message that is perfect for the moment, because the last couple of years have been rough. And this is a book which is just so special and unique. And so, Allyson, maybe if you want to take us back to kind of the origin story of this book and putting it all together.
Yes. I'm so excited that it's out there. It has been a passion project since I think I started writing it in 2019. And of course, COVID rocked all of our worlds. So it took a little while to get out there into the world. But just really the concept is, how can we create schools that nurture every part of the teacher? And I think, like Dave, you said it, now there's no better time to reconnect to our why, our passion, and our purpose than right now. And we have been giving self-care advice and personal wellness and saying like, oh, we can't handle anything else than self-care advice. Well, that's kind of backfiring on us, because teachers really want more than that. That's not going to help them reconnect to their why and their purpose. So there's 6 components in leading the whole teacher. And when I read these components to teachers, they're like, yeah, like if we had this in school, it would be an environment where we could thrive.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Tara, so I know that you've had a sneak peek at this book. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, so I just feel, hey, welcome, Ryan. Thanks for joining us. I see some other people in there. Cheryl. I see some others watching that haven't commented. I would love for you guys to tell us a little bit about you, what where you're joining from. But yes, this book is just absolutely amazing. I feel like it's not only stories, the inspiration of why behind it, but also very applicable strategies for helping us to lead the whole teacher. And so I think it's just really a book that is not going to be something you just read on the weekend and then just stick it back on the shelf. This is one that I feel like it's going to be like a resource that people will leave on their desk. I know, like, teach like she wants to celebrate with us. But can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, we're good. Okay, so I feel like this book is one that'll be like that. It'll sit there, you can pick it up, you can try something, try strategies to help us to teach or lead, if you will, lead and provide for the whole teacher, which is what I'm really excited about. Allyson, I know you'll go in more detail. Hey, Carly, welcome. We get some more people in here. Look, I called you guys out and you start talking to us now. We do have Allyson's book over in the comment section. We also have it above and below this video. So be sure and click it if you haven't checked it out. You can learn a little more about it. But if you have questions for Allyson, we want to answer those during this call. So make sure that you jump over in the comments and ask any questions you might have for her on this book. But Allyson,
So Allyson, I have a question for you already. And so behind the scenes, so Allyson is a DBC Inc. Books author many times over. And so has written children's book for us. Has also written the Path to Through the Lens of Serendipity.
Both, yes.
Serendipity, right? And I got a message from Allyson a little while ago before this one went live. And Allyson said that you said that you thought that this was your best one. And so kind of maybe if you could tell us a little bit about that, what is it about this that you think is just that this is the one that like you is really the best one you put out?
You're calling me out, Dave. You're not supposed
Yeah.
to like pick your favorite book, right? Like favorite children. But can you hear me okay? Am I glitchy at all? I'm
No,
okay.
you're fine.
Okay, good. Yes. So I think like as you write, you learn and grow, and you learn like what resonates with an audience. And it was interesting because I put the Path to Serendipity is such a personal book. It's really like a personal journey, and we put that out there, and we got a really good response. Like people really connected with it at a personal level. And so when I wrote Leading the Whole Teacher, I wanted to take that component of like personal stories that are hopefully moving. Like one of my friends was previewing the book, and I like walked into the room and like startled her because she was like so into one of the stories that I wrote. And I thought that is incredible feedback, because I really want people to be on their own journey and to connect with it. But the other piece is I wanted there to be research and lots of substance. So there is research in the book, like scholarly research, but then there's also a lot of research that I've done over the course of the past few years with putting ideas out there, putting questions out there as a leader myself, working with leaders across the country, educators across the country, and just really letting that inform the approach. So the personal stories and connection, really relatable, the research, and then the strategies, like applicable. I can make these changes. They make sense to me. I can start this tomorrow. That's all incorporated into the book. And my passion is taking care of people. And I think as leaders, it's our responsibility to take care of our people.
Yeah, for sure. And Yesenia, thanks for joining us. Glad to see you as well. Thank you for everyone who's joining in here. And, I know like a little more behind the scenes kind of a comment, but the editing staff was very excited about this book. And, we always get feedback from them when they take their first look at a project and all that. And immediately they say like, oh, she's done such a great job pulling this together. This is going to be easy for us. Like it came in such already a great state. And then of course they just do their wonderful job polishing and making it even stronger. Right. And so, but they were excited about it from the very beginning. And look at that cover. That cover is gorgeous.
So gorgeous. I love it. I'm in love. I can't wait to hold it in my hands and do that like box opening, book opening thing when I get home tomorrow. But Dave, Ryan mentioned in the comments that as an instructional coach, he's excited about reading this book. And I just wanted to mention that, of course, like the target audience is leaders, whether it's instructional coach, no matter who you are in a school system, it's educational leaders. But I also wanted to throw out there that I think it's a valuable read for teachers who are really looking to get reconnected to their why and their purpose. And I think it could be like a call to action within like with your colleagues. So this book has application, I think, across the educational field.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not so. I agree with you that it's if you work in a school system, then this is a book where you're going to pick up strategies and ideas. And I love what Jamie said here is that retention is a problem right now, right? And we do have some people that are leaving the profession, and this is exactly the kind of book that addresses that and creating the kind of culture in your school system, which is going to not only draw people in, but keep the people that you have, and not just keep them, but have them be joyful in wanting to come to work and be a part of this, an uplifting place to be, an empowering place to be. And I just put a quote out today from your book, Allyson, and maybe you could talk to us about it. It said something like, what if the goal of teacher evaluation was to get people to get teachers to lean into their strength or something like that?
Yes. Well, we know from research that teacher evaluation does not improve student achievement. And what it does is create fear in the school. Well, it can. It doesn't always. It can create fear in the school environment, something that we add to teachers' to-do lists. They're staying up late to prepare for an observation that is going to have little to no impact on student achievement. So what if instead we're coaching up their strengths? We're helping teachers feel really seen and valued while they're working their magic. Like, what would that mean to teachers and how they feel about their work? And then in turn, what could they give to students if that's how they felt?
Yeah, absolutely. That's just absolutely wonderful. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Like
it's
something
beautiful.
that's put in there. Yeah, awesome. And by the way, Nick from Winnipeg has joined us. Thank you for joining us. And look at this. There's a rumor that this is your best one. Allyson, I have no idea where she could have heard something like that. I don't know. So, but anyway, I guess the rumor is getting around that you got to pick up this Allyson Apsey book. If you've enjoyed any of the other books, for sure, you're going to love this one. And so we're excited about this book. So I also have a question for you. Often we start with this, but we didn't this time. But you, as you have been pulling this book together, you're also on a new adventure.
Yeah.
And since the last time, maybe you've been a part of a DBC Live or something like that, and certainly since the release of your book before this, things have kind of changed for you. You're in a new part of the country, you're doing new work, and there's a reason you're in California, for example, right now. And so maybe give us an update on what's going on with Allyson Apsey.
I know. How long do you guys have? Like a couple hours? It's crazy. So my husband works in the golf course industry, and we've lived in Michigan our entire lives. And he I would say on a whim, I don't know, but without even telling me, he applied for a job at Augusta National. And that's where the Masters is, for those of you who aren't familiar with golf. So it is an incredible place for Jim to like learn and grow and work in his profession. So I'm a lot, like you guys know I'm a lot, right? Anybody who knows me, the rest of you might be picking up on that. But our whole like marriage, it's been Jim is Allyson Apsey's husband, and it's pretty awesome to now have moved to Georgia, and I am Jim Apsey's wife there, and letting him shine, and having him lean into his gifts has been a pretty incredible experience for us. So I have two sons. I have a son who's going to be 21, and he stayed in Michigan because he is not about to leave his girlfriend, who we love very much. And then I have a 15-year-old who is attending high school in Georgia now. And when I walk out my back door, I have to scan for poisonous snakes. Although a lot of people said they haven't seen it, but we don't have to do that in Michigan. We don't have like creatures that, bite us. It might kill us. But so getting used to a lot. But in that process, I had been working as a consultant, and I am working full time now as an associate with Creative Leadership Solutions, and traveling the country and spreading the Serendipity EDU message and the leading the whole teacher message. So I'm getting around.
Yeah. So if you're listening to this and you would like Allyson to come talk to your staff
Or Tara
about the leading the whole teacher message or the Serendipity EDU message, let's go. Let's bring Allyson in. I mean, this is the time to do it. And this is the time to make sure teachers are feeling so supported in their work. And this is critical. This is like mission critical right now in education, to support teachers and to build that culture. And that's why I just feel like this book could not have come at a better time.
Yeah. Can I share the 6 pillars?
You know what? Yeah, go ahead.
Are they on here, Allyson?
Yes. If you scroll down.
Yeah.
Thank you. Look at you, Tara.
I got you.
So this is this the post? Let me see.
Oh, this is your
there they are. Yay. Okay. Yes. So now I don't even have to worry about whether I have them all memorized or not, which of course I do. So these are the 6 pillars of leading the whole teacher. And this is like the meat of this book. And each chapter dives into one of these pillars. So we start with that emotional safety, because if there isn't emotional safety in our schools for our teachers, the other work really can't be done. And then we move into positive relationships, and that's among staff, leaders and staff, teachers and students, teachers and families, really looking at all of those different relationships and the dynamics. The valued educators, where we really dive into things like teacher evaluation and using that as a teacher empowerment tool. Giving teachers a seat at the decision-making table. Often we have very smart people at the decision-making table, but it doesn't include the people with boots on the ground, the people who are implementing those decisions, and teachers deserve to have a seat at the decision-making table. And there's all sorts of roles in decision-making. And so we really break down what are those different roles in decision-making and how can we involve teachers more. And And then healthy workloads. Email can be the bane of our existence. And I think one of the things that we can do to protect teachers is use email in a healthy, productive kind of way, rather than a toxic kind of way. And there's other things that we can do to provide a healthier workload for our teachers, so they have a little energy left in their tanks when they go home at the end of the day. But it's not just about the workload. Like, I had so many teachers, as I was doing some informal research, say, like, I can do the work, I can grade the papers. It's the worry load. It's all the stress that I have on my shoulders. And so then in that chapter, we also dive into, like, how can we reduce that worry load for teachers to provide a more supportive environment? And then the last pillar, I think I covered them all, except continuous learner. And I have an aversion, a lot of pet peeves, but one of them is to the word, or the concept of building capacity in people. People have the capacity. Teachers have the capacity, and they have the desire to continuously grow and learn. They just don't have the desire to, like, be on that pendulum swinging back and forth, or not being supported and tapping into their passions and their gifts. So there's ideas to support them to be continuous learners in the way that is really going to meet their needs. So those are the 6 pillars.
Awesome.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, me too. So Allyson, on this page, you have like so many things. Sorry, I ended up clicking off of it for a second, trying to see you and see the page. Like always, like multiple screens going here. But this page is so dynamic for anyone who purchases the book. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about it and what you have down here. You have all these different resources. And this is just like on your page, like before you even get the book.
So I tried to provide, and this will grow as we move along, but I tried to provide as many like supplemental resources that, like, you can take the ideas in Leading the Whole Teacher and just come here and click on something and have a document you can edit, or just like ready, easy to use. One of my favorite things, and I hope you guys use it, is at the top. It's the Leading the Whole Teacher note-taking guide. Because when we learn something new, we so often create this huge to-do list. And then at the end, we're like, oh my gosh, I can't do all that. So I'm just going to go back to normal. And I don't want that to happen as you go through the Leading the Whole Teacher journey. So we're taking empowered notes where we write down the ideas and aha moments we have. Then we're going to highlight the current strengths we have, and then next steps, and then make our action plan. So that middle column, the current strengths, I don't want us to ignore that, because you are doing so many incredible things. And I want you to go out to the hashtag Leading the Whole Teacher and share them with this community. But this is a note-taking guide that you could use on your own if you're reading it, or you could use this if you were doing a book study with colleagues. Or here's a challenge I want to throw out, because I think one of the most powerful things a principal, school leader could do is to take this book and do a book study with their staff. Like, it gives me chills, this idea of being like so vulnerable to say to your staff, like, I want you to feel whole here. Let's read this book. Let's talk together about ways that we can improve our school environment to help everybody feel whole. Like, wouldn't that be incredible? And if you do that, will you please let me know? Because I will come to your school if I can physically, but I definitely will visit your staff virtually if you take this challenge on and get you some swag, stickers and stuff. So yeah, please let me know. I would love that.
So cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. And that's something that our authors are so good at. And again, if you do a book study on one of our books, if you do it on Leading the Whole Teacher, get in touch with Allyson, get in touch with us. We will help you in every way that we possibly can. There's bulk purchase prices, all this kind of stuff. We'll have Allyson zoom in with you. Like, we will help and support any book study that you do with this project or any of our projects. And it's gonna make it so much more effective and easy to implement as you move forward. So we would love to help you.
Yes, absolutely. And there's tons of other resources. Like, as you read the book, it'll tell you, like, go to this page, click on this link, and then you have that resource, like videos and other note-taking sheets and just things that you can utilize in whatever way you see fit.
Yeah, absolutely. So Allyson, besides obviously everyone should go out and grab this book, leading the whole teacher, which is incredible. If you are listening right now, this is a great gift also for maybe an administrator in your life, especially if in your school system. And hopefully you'll read it as well. But it's a fantastic gift book. But other than getting the book, if people want to connect with you, what are the best places to connect with Allyson Apsey?
Yeah, so my webpage is AllysonApsey. I try to keep it simple. If you know how to spell my name, you can catch me anywhere. So on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, I do some cringy TikToks. So you can find me anywhere, but emailing me at AllysonApsey@gmail.com is a great way to connect me. I respond to DMs. However, you connect with me, I will absolutely get back to you, no matter what time zone I'm in.
So you mentioned TikTok. I do have a top secret information, and that is that unbeknownst to most people, I have a TikTok, and it's pirate.teacher. And there are exactly 0 posts. But I now have a TikTok. And so TikTok, I am going to be starting that up and starting to put some stuff on TikTok. But
he's making a pledge that he's going to do it. So yeah, we got to hold him accountable.
I even said something to one of my children just the other day. I said, so Finn, what are you going to do? Are you going to have any sort of problem if dad dances on TikTok? And Finn said, are you kidding me? No way. First thing I'm doing is I'm hitting the save button. So maybe you'll see some pirate dance moves on TikTok soon. We'll see.
I feel like we're going to be together in pretty soon. So
yeah,
teach better.
Mm-hmm.
We need to do like a flash mob or something. There'll be so many.
Maybe I need to like christen my TikTok during the Teach Better conference.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm game. I mean,
I do it a little before that just to get people going, and then by the time we put that content, it goes viral.
Then it can go viral.
Absolutely. Well, Allyson, we are so proud to publish another one of your projects. Sure. It's wonderful. And we cannot wait for people to get this book in their hands and then to hear the feedback and to hear the changes that this is making in the school systems that are influenced by this. And you've really pulled together a super project, and we're proud of you.
Oh, thank you. I am so grateful for my DBC, for the two of you, and for Shelly and Wendy and the whole DBC family, and the way you wrap around projects like this and make it become such a beautiful book is just fantastic. The editing team, I have lots of friends who were, they're incredible authors and super helpful as I pulled this together too. So I'm just so grateful to be able to be part of this mission.
Yeah. Well, we are honored to publish it, and we want to send a special thank you to everyone who's joining us. We know this is a busy time of the year. People are just getting back into the swing of things, and you are spending some of your Thursday night with us to celebrate with Allyson. And so we really appreciate you, and we can't wait to see you in the next Facebook Live.
Yeah, thank you. Happy book birthday,
everyone. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.